Okay, page 50, we see a tech tool page. And I just want to do a screen share to show you some things that you can do with these tech tool pages. So the purpose of these tech tool pages is to help you when things get more complicated than these equations, and we still want to visualize them and graph them. Tools are really good at that. And some of my favorites are listed in this book, but again, maybe you'll see someone introduce me to some new ones and introduce the classmates through the discussion boards. I've introduced you here to a couple. CalcPlot3D is an excellent one. I'm going to use that repeatedly through this class. And Wolfram Alpha, another very easy one, accessible to everyone. Okay, so I'm just going to do a screen share and graph a few of the ones we've done examples with here. All right, so I go to a web browser and let's take a look at Wolfram Alpha and see what Wolfram Alpha is going to do for us with respect to graphing. So one thing to notice is if I ask it to graph, let's see, let's do x equals 2. Okay, well, it just graphs a line in the xy plane. But remember, we're in multivariable calculus now. We want to do the x equals 2 vertical, the x equals 2 vertical plane. And so to do that, we need to tell this that we want to graph the plane. And that'll be the hint to Wolfram that we're in three-dimensional space, that we're doing multivariable calculus. And there it is. There's graphing, and it has this nice little boundary box around it. The origin is right about here on the screen. And this is a vertical plane at x equals 2. And just to show you another tool, so Wolfram's a great tool. We'll use that often. There's one called CalcPlot3D. So let's Google that one. Pages, CalcPlot3D. Right, and so this one, what you're going to do is select to add to the graph. You can add any number of graphs on the same graph, whereas Wolfram can only graph one surface at a time. This one we're going to graph, let's say z is a function of x and y, and let's say it is, did we do one like that, z equals x? And we didn't get back to that one. We'll let the tech tool help us with z equals x. And let's get rid of the one that was predefined. So I unclick the box there. Now we have just this plane. Neat thing is you can grab it and rotate it. Do all sorts of analysis. We'll get to some of these other buttons later. For now, you might want to change the color. Pick a constant color, grayscale it or something. Hit the box. All right, let's add another one because we can do two on the same graph. Let's do something as an implicit. Let's do the x plus y plus z equals 3. And because we didn't solve it for z equals, easy enough to do that, but because we didn't, we'll call it what's called an implicit surface. And there's one predefined, but we're going to change it to x plus y plus z equals 3. And then you can pick the range over which it's defined. Click the box to put it in there. And maybe we want to change the color so they're kind of similar. Okay, that's cool, that's red. And you can see now as you rotate it, how they intersect and what the two planes look like. Of course, changing these range will make the red plane a little bit wider if we want. So you can play with those tools there. Okay, stop the screen share and go back. And so this is a way to check your work. And you'll see on these pages that it's easy to graph plots, points and vectors, other tools that do that as well.